Chicos, bienvenidos a The Invincible. Por lo que estuve mirando, es un juego que se termina en unas 6 horas. Hoy no lo vamos a terminar, pero calculo, o sea, para comer no voy a parar, voy a seguir jugando mientras que como también, porque es un juego bastante ameno en esa parte, ¿no? Pero yo creo que es un juego que en 2 o 3 directitos lo terminamos. Así que nada, lo dicho, bienvenidos a The Invincible. Lo probé 9 minutos, pero no miré absolutamente nada de nada de nada. Así que, más que nada para ver cómo se veía, ¿no? Por las remotas regiones del espacio viaja la libélula, una pequeña unidad de investigación de la mancomunidad interplanetaria con 6 tripulantes. Su misión de exploración finaliza después de visitar muchos mundos y explorar numerosos planetas. Sin embargo, la tripulación le espera una última misión antes de volver a casa. Ninguna de las dos cosas. A pesar de los riesgos, el astronavegador Novik se encarga personalmente de la extracción de un mineral muy raro y valioso. Novik consigue el mineral, pero le cuesta una pierna rota y terribles dolores. Sin embargo, el accidente del astronavegador no impide a la tripulación celebrar el fin de su ciclo de investigación. Ha sido todo un éxito y han creado estrechos vínculos entre ellos. Satisfechos, ponen rumbo a casa e inician un merecido descanso en los invernadores. Lo tengo pendiente, Pix, lo tengo instalado. Y lo tengo comprado. Además de instalado, comprado. Después confirmen si se escucha bien y todo eso, por fin. Socorro, ¿estás ahí, Cobalt Marit?
Hello? Is anyone there? Koval? Marit? Hey, this is Yasna. I was just with you. And now, I don't know where I am. Or how I got here. I've got a splitting headache. Does anyone hear me? Base, do you copy? Are you there?
No, pero si lo querés hacer, hacelo. Tengo que bajar el volumen también de los Pokémones. Está súper alto.
No damage to the suit or bone structure. Just this headache.
Contacta con tu tripulación. Yo creo que se ve de puta madre el juego.
Bollocks! Base? I heard you for a moment. My receiver's dead, but the transmitter may still be working.
But the transmitter.
Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was that just the end of the mission?
Se acuerda un choto la mina.
Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes.
LB inspeccionar.
Are we on Regis III? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. We took 2 landers to the surface. Don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke.
Como que hicieron dos en el mismo camino, ¿no?
The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right. I was heading straight to the camp. He must be somewhere near. Give me a sign! Send up a flare, the probe! Anything! Okay. I'm gonna head to the camp. But I'll be
Qué agobio, boludo.
Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this. An object I called needle.
Eso de ahí.
Right. It resembles the eye of a needle. We have the first one. I need one more. I'm looking
¿Perro?
for something that resembles a dog. Bingo! I found the dog! I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack. Encuentra una forma de llegar al campamento. Antes Jorge me preguntaba por qué prefería, si un marino o un submarino. No prefiero ninguna de las dos cosas. Más que nada porque sufro de talasofobia. O sea, ya simplemente el solo hecho de verme debajo en un submarino me agobio. La cabeza, el movimiento de la cabeza es raro. Raro. No hay. Toin. Es como, la cabeza no se mueve, pero el cuerpo sí. ¿Eh?
I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you?
Uf, qué agobio.
I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. I think that's my rope. It didn't just fall out of the backpack, so apparently I didn't have time to collect it before I... fell.
Ay, tu puta madre. También tarareando, o sea, yo voy a ser yo y te digo que me está dando un ataque de ansiedad brutal. Sinceramente, lo jugué, eso, 9 minutos. Hice el acertijo este del perro, la aguja, el cocodrilo. Y lo dejé porque me pareció como agobiante, estresante para jugarlo a la noche. Porque lo iba a jugar en YouTube. Pero fue como ni de coña, ni de coña.
More dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard.
Ya se
Metal
golpeó.
detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Actually, it's peculiar. Why would I have one with me? Deposit exploration isn't my thing. I'll have to ask Merritt about that.
Se escucha bien la voz de la chica, ¿verdad? Y el juego en general. Gracias, Rey. Precisamente como es tan inmersivo, lo único que me choca es la cabeza. Rastreador.
Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
My bacon. Utiliza tu rastreador para encontrar el transmisor. ¿Cuánto que mi mujer se olvidó de hacerme el té? O no me entendió. Pues si mi mujer es mucho de ¿te hago un té? Sí. Y pasa 2 horas y es... ¿Y el té? Ah, ¿me dijiste que sí? Sí.
Huh. There's water on this desert planet. Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to fall. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
Checked on Yasna.
I was about to. Already awake. Good.
My body might be awake, but my brain is still in the fridge.
I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. Clearly your sense of humor was first awake.
Mm.
Now, try to get up. Slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
¿Cómo has podido levantarte tan rápido?
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet. Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it and remember.
Hola, mi osito lindo. ¿Cómo estás, Rey? ¿Qué tal estás? ¿Cuándo vi tu tweet? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? ¿Cuándo? No es malo. Vale, voy. Me alegro. Sí, a ver, en el momento que la palabra quiste ya lo dice, pero bueno. De la duda.
Warm? Getting warmer?
Pero acojona un poquito. Baliza. Guay, guay.
I found it.
Lo encontré.
Look for me on your trackers.
Déjame con los rastreadores. Está hablando sola la mina. Está re pancha. Yo estaría re cagado. Claro.
Okay. Moving on.
Vamos a comprobar lo de mi mujer.
No time to lose.
Claro, no saber. ¿Qué va? No pasa nada. Yo dije, te olvidaste. No, pero dejá, mami. Bueno, vale. Investigué un poco y se trataba en la vasta gran mayoría de galles. Vale, vale. Estás con medicación entonces ahora, Meocito.
Time to go.
O te van a hacer cirugía. Ah, mira, esta tiene... El Spider-Man hizo algo muy malo por mí. ¿Lo pusiste, Limón?
Sí.
Tapa, toma, sí. Está perfecto. Gracias. Tengo acá, amor, gracias. Te lo descuento del sueldo. Me vicié mucho a... mi mujer es o sea, no sé cómo hace para aguantarme, sinceramente. No sé qué hice en otra vida o algo para merecerla. El Spider-Man hizo algo muy malo en mí, que es el vicio que me dio ahora el modo foto. Mira, es que ahí tenemos una luna, 2 lunas, sol. Deben hacer más estudios para allá. Vale, buenísimo. Me alegro, me alegro que sea así entonces. No sabía que es eso. Cosas. ¿Cómo, pobre muchacha? Es mi mujer, che. Es un sol, me cuido un montón. No sé qué hice para merecerla. Vale. Dale, la mina está re tranquila, tarareando en medio del coso allí. Área volcánica.
If this area is volcanically active. Ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred
Tormentas de arena.
days. I hope it's not one of them.
Lo voy a dejar acá al bicho este, creo. Yo me lo voy a dejar ahí. De momento, a ver. No me hace recordar a ningún juego que haya jugado. Por ahí por historia me viene un poco a la mente el planeta de los simios. Me viene a la mente de Dig. Continúo caminando hacia el campamento. Porque es que no tengo cuaderno, no tengo nada. Viste que digas, bueno, voy... Uy. La caída de frame ahí fue brutal. Vale. Tiendas.
I can already see the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here.
Borde, borde.
Down this way, but I can secure the rope.
Sí, en serio es muy Firewatch. Que el Firewatch nunca lo jugué.
Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat.
Buscaré otra manera de bajar, me arriesgaré.
All right.
Me
I
arriesgaré.
want to see you as soon as possible. I'll take a chance.
Que no arriesga, no gana.
Shit.
Lo tomaré.
Oh, that was less than ideal. But I'm okay. The suit's fine too.
Sí, seguramente por otro camino. Pero es que tengo ansiedad. Quiero llegar.
Visibility could be better.
Ah.
Maybe I should wait.
Sí, pero no sabemos la gravedad. O sea, es que a mí los juegos que son Walking Simulator para jugar de chill no puedo. Por eso me está gustando mucho jugar en directo por culpa de eso. Hay juegos que me gusta compartirlos como para ir cambiando opinión de lo que pasa en la historia. Y por ahí Firewatch podría jugarlo, pero con esa condición, ¿no?
What happened? Where?
No sé qué mierda es lo que sale abajo a la izquierda.
I was heading to
Para el campamento. Vale, seguimos ahí, ¿no?
Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time.
¿Cómo se desvaneció?
I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
Está por dentro el micro ahora. ¿Siempre estuvo por dentro el micro del casco? No se ve una mierda.
Send a hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself.
Sí, sí, sí. ¿Qué será? ¿Por arriba o por abajo? De momento pareciera como la que la chica va... Se va desmayando, ¿no? O sea, tiene... narcolepsia, tal vez. El mando está muy bien implementado, la vibración. Se notan mucho los pasos. No me quiero imaginar en Play cómo sería. Estamos en PC. No, me encantaría saber en Play por ahí con el áptico. Si es que tiene aplicado áptico. Podría ser una locura. Se cae, ¿no?
Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary.
Estoy mirando, por ejemplo, áptico tiene ahora el avatar. Cuerpo celeste.
I remember you. Regis third satellite.
Ahí tiene caídas, pero bueno.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. there's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun has seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
Sí, es guapísima. Es guapísima.
Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis III is not without worth.
Es hermosa la edición física.
I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop. And you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marit, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you two. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis III, if any.
O sea, técnicamente no necesitaban el trabajo de ella.
To stay. What the hell am I doing here?
Pero, ¿para comprarla o para no comprarla?
Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field.
Si es para comprarla y tenés la pasta, comprala, pero me parece que es una pregunta trampa.
reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds.
Pero por ahí querés que te diga lo contrario, no la compres.
Is anyone out there?
¿Eh?
Oh, it's just an androbot. Androbot. Stop.
No me hace ni...
Androbot, stop. Oh, what the? Dr. Gorski, have you made changes to the androbot's algorithms without telling anyone?
Arti se llama.
Ah, well. Never mind.
Es que eso lo tenés que... Commonwealth Industry.
Oh, maybe if I... RT? Default position. I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate.
No lo sé, yo no me compraría la edición física y gastaría mejor la pasta en regalar subs. ¿Eh?
Dr. Crowther, didn't you hear me out?
¿Eh?
Doctor, is everything all right?
¿Por qué habla como un lemming?
Doctor, please, look at me.
Ya tiene daño cerebral, ¿no?
To Dr. Crowther, he's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now. Hello, anyone there? I repeat, Crowther is in a serious condition. Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor.
No, pero se quedó tonto.
His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions.
¿Eh?
Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. There's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Krauter.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. Should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Encuentra el registro de la misión. Uy. Sí, la vi. La vi. Me agobié muchísimo viéndola, pero la vi.
Hello? Anyone else here? I found Dr. Krauter.
Sí. De Martian es una peli que siempre la quise ver. La terminé viendo, después no me acuerdo en qué plataforma la pusieron, creo que en Disney, y fue como, uy, la veo. Y un día a la noche me la vi, puff.
But it will do. Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
El análisis inicial de las muestras mostró un compuesto de níquel, hierro, magnaceno, berilio y titanio. Daría algo por entender lo que es en realidad. Teoría rápida. Hace millones de años, un enorme meteorito de ferroníquel atravesó la atmósfera de Regis III y fundió su superficie. No, un momento. Descarta eso. Se contradice con la forma de las estructuras.
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 360. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Esto es lo mismo de antes, ¿no? Sí, vale.
Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec.
Ah, este es el detector de metales. Que antes decíamos que para qué lo queríamos, pero ahora entendemos que todos los usan.
I
¿Para
don't
qué?
understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Bombas.
Touché, sir. Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
Buah, el sonido está muy bien currado.
All right. Now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna, what are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
¿Qué hago? No pienso dejar solo.
It isn't working properly. I can't just leave Krauter like this. He might hurt himself.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
Vale, encontrar relé en el campamento. Vale. Imagino que las decisiones importarán, ¿no? En función de lo que hagamos. Peces.
Fascinating.
Did you find anything, Doctor?
Nice specimen. Oh, it's still alive.
Ah, the fish Dr. Gorski caught. Do you
¿Qué
remember?
pescó?
Yeah, I remember. Something.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline.
It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pitching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a criminal act.
I understand how you feel, Koval. After all these years, I miss home too.
Is it that obvious? I come across as, well, erudite, but at the end of the day, it's simple longing that speaks through me.
Well,
¿Qué
a little.
tiene que ser más agobiante?
To examine the composition of the ocean, not the...
Collect mineral samples.
Yes.
Eso es algo que siempre me agobia cuando veo cosas así.
Koval, where are you going?
Probe in the water.
Over.
I'm switching to manual. For a little, quick recce. I'm gonna take a look around. 100.
A recce? More like a quick sickie.
300.
Shh.
Am I hearing this correctly? Are you going to smoke, Papa?
No, not at all.
Lo rebotoneé.
Dutifully at my station.
¿Qué es ese punto verde?
That me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Krauser, would you please have a look here?
Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing? They're moving away from us. From us? We're talking about an artificial robotic gizmo. Right from the probe. As soon as I swim it closer to them, do you see what happens? Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think? Wait, can you hear us?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination. Then I'll be able to say more.
Ay, de ahí lo agarraron. Es que...
Got it. What did you do? I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore.
Es que todo lo que es el vacío del espacio
That's a fine one.
y demás me genera ansiedad. Es como, viste, algo en el pecho, una sensación de soledad y demás. Es como... Uf. Me agobia muchísimo ese tipo de cosas. El otro día lo decíamos. El final, por ejemplo, de la original del planeta de los simios. El final que es muy mítico. Imagínate la situación, o sea, a ver, es una peli. Con cosas de marinas también me pasa. Pero la profundidad del espacio también últimamente no, diría que es algo natural. El hecho de imaginarte una situación así. Porque vos por ahí decís, bueno, no sé, me voy un día acá a la vuelta, o estoy sin móvil, incomunicado, pero ya mismo la gente que está en las estaciones espaciales, que están literalmente solos. Acá, esto quería.
I've got bad news. Our signal is far too weak to restart that Androbot.
The relay malfunction?
Not exactly. It's completely fried. I don't think a sandstorm could cause such damage.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please search for it.
Consiga relés de repuesto.
No luck. They're not in here.
Sumado también al hecho... Hola, Javi. Sumado también al hecho de... No solamente la soledad en el espacio, sino el hecho de que no estás solo en el universo. Es algo también que me genera mucha ansiedad.
I have the extra relay.
Excellent. The signal should be back as soon as it's turned on.
Upa, carne de Iván. Sí, mal. Cerca del campamento. ¿Y a qué llamas cerca? ¿Acá te parece lo suficientemente cerca? Siempre me llamó la atención, o sea, me parece demasiado egoísta pensar que estamos solos en el universo. Sinceramente, me parece muy egoísta. Ayuda a reparar el
Very
android.
good. I'm connected.
¿Empezará a funcionar ahora?
Is it gonna work?
We'll see. I've rebooted the systems. That should help. Good, good. It's receiving instructions.
I don't know if the androbot should already be doing something.
Is it still frozen?
Yes, unfortunately.
The positronic brain has correct readings.
¿Cuánto se cambió la cabeza con con el doctor?
It worked. He moved.
Finally. Artie should be walking now. Does he? His positional data hasn't changed.
Well, you can see that he really wants to go, but still can't. Please check his legs.
Could be the servo motor. Ah, that's it. God, you tin bastard. Thank you, Doctor. I won't hold you any longer. Go find the others while I finish here. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Mapa. Tenemos mapa. Habemos mapa. Encuentra el resto de la tripulación, vale. Ah, vale, me va llevando como el escarabajo. Ok. Vale. Si realmente estás tú solo en el universo, sería algo demasiado triste. Y eso también me parece también bastante triste, te digo. Y el hecho de que ya esté predestinado todo, no sé. Solo nuestro planeta lo que lleva de vida ya tiene 5 extinciones masivas. Imagínate si no hay otros muñecos por ahí, en él o en los miles de universos. O por ahí en realidad compartimos universo, pero están en otro plano astral o otra dimensión. No sé. Puede ser tanto. Vale, ahora técnicamente tengo que buscar más vida, ¿no? Sería. Vamos a seguir por acá entonces. Esto no. No, esto no. El detector de metales quería. A mí una vez me había leído una vez de Stephen Hawking que... ¿Está bien, no? Sí, que lo dije bien, ¿no? ¿Cómo era el que hablaba? Sí, está bien. Él no veía muy sensato. Pará, me está tirando haciendo unas caídas de frenos bastante grandes acá. Vamos a bajar un segundito. Me voy a poner primero esto en 60 para que vaya bien. Stephen Hawking. Pero me encanta, ¿viste? Porque haces el... y todos entienden quién es. Él una vez había dicho que no le parecía muy sensato andar, ¿viste? Mandando info con las coordenadas de dónde estamos. Registrar la excavación. ¿Eh?
No point in going back this way.
Claro, exactamente. O sea, si ya nosotros mismos. Precisamente eso, Anto. O sea, si llegan a ser igual que nosotros,
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
si ya nosotros,
Silent.
en el momento que fuimos a otro continente, se descubrió otro continente, lo que se hizo,
You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
así llegué yo a este planeta y digo, no, es muy sensato esto, ¿no? Es que no me... O sea, de por sí el ser humano como que tiende a ser violento, posesivo, agresivo.
It's
Una
here.
metálica.
I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Parece que están ahí adelante. Yo siempre, alguna vez creo que ya lo dije muchas veces por acá. Yo siempre,
That noise.
creo que hay una teoría y todo,
Can you hear it?
Yes.
que tranquilamente el meteorito de los dinosaurios, ¿no?
Is anyone there?
¿Quién te dice que no fue aposta y hacer una terraformación gracias a eso, ¿no? Y que nosotros somos los extraterrestres. Claro, exactamente. Sí, 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 tal cual, Anto. O sea, se lo había leído y me parece lo muy sensato. Pero más que nada, pues sabiendo cómo es el ser humano. Por naturaleza. Taladro portátil.
It's a drill. So damn loud.
Y apagalo, boluda.
Look here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allows.
A mí me gusta pensarlo que venimos más de ese palo, ¿no?
Regis, come in. Status report.
Somos fruto de...
Sir, we dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis show similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
Eso sería muy de Assassin's Creed.
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once.
Los dioses que le rezaban en la antigüedad eran extraterrestres, tal vez.
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it. Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure,
Pero bueno, a mí siempre me gustó esa teoría.
which means these structures, are even
Un día me había salido en TikTok.
A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Meredith.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Estamos perdidos en Regis III.
Structures almost certain.
Nos despertamos y no recordamos nada.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. ammunition for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
I don't really guess that. I really don't know. Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all.
Palito de queso.
Can't imagine this could ever have
Hola, Ari.
any function.
Palito de queso en el Mercadona.
Carefully, Corporal.
Regis, we're losing reception.
Uy, se fueron todos a la mierda.
Carvel, can you hear us?
Pues una vez había visto un tipo, no sé si era alguien o no, pero ya se lo había escuchado a otra persona.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse
Hola,
me, but I
Crespi.
don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
Puedo volar hasta ellos, tenemos que aterrizar la
Land
luna.
Dragonfly as close to their camp as possible.
Doctor, you well know we can't.
Vale, entonces así fue como llegamos. Así fue como llegamos.
Pelotudo.
Hola, Crespi. Vale.
Phew,
Ah,
it's finally stopped.
Yeah, are you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
¿y por qué?
Fortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
Nada, entonces lo que había escuchado, lo que decía el tipo era que, como era el hombre, que decía como que era un poco extraterrestre dentro de su planeta, ¿no? Que casi todo lo que tenés en tu entorno te daña. No me acuerdo, daba un montón, ¿no? De...
I'm following the signal.
Sigue las indicaciones del localizador. Javi, hoy terminé un juego. Ya terminé más juegos que vos. El sonido es brutal. ¿Por qué este no está para los Games Awards con sonido?
The signal's coming from a castle backpack.
El Fury Squadron.
Getting close. I still don't see anyone though.
Ahí está.
Merritt! I see her!
What's her condition?
Merritt! Merritt! Wake up! Wake up! Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Nothing. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Breathe. Live, damn it. Merritt. I beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough.
Merritt. Astrogator. She's.
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Koval's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Sí, lo tengo pedido hace millones de años.
Do you
Lo tengo
think
pedido hace millones de años.
Koval?
Let's not assume the worst.
Para
You'll
allá
find the
sería.
doctor alive. I'm sure about that.
Sale hoy, creo. Sobre 30 euros creo que está. Es muy Castlevania, es muy mezcla entre Castlevania y Blasphemous. Y hace dos añitos o así.
Someone's here.
Hace 2 añitos así que le vengo siguiendo un poco la pista. La putada que probé la demo hace del último Summer Fest o el Steam Fest. Oh, qué bien. Tía, qué guapo. Y no me gustó el mando. Es la única cagada, me da un poco de miedo. Pero bueno, no lo voy a comprar. La idea era comprarlo, pero no. Si me lo dan, lo pruebo. Si no me lo dan, intentaré ponerme en contacto con el dev para jugarlo, pero en principio no lo voy a. Mirá el vaho, boludo. Qué bien. Ahí está.
Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna.
He's... Koval? Don't do this to me.
Esa.
You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive.
Está tonto, igual que el otro.
Koval? Koval? His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
Dale, Crespi.
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive.
Gracias por pasarte, reina.
The lander
Besito.
is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them. But it may take a while.
There is life on this planet. ¡Ah!
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski.
Ahora entiendo que es por el tema del pez, ¿no?
Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
Las estructuras se ramifican bajo el suelo G. Comprueba ramal derecho. Enorme muestra vertical sobresale a través de la superficie. Tanque de agua, estructuras subterráneas. 4, la más grande hasta ahora, dentro de la colina, a 150 metros. Señalar con bandera. Visible desde el punto 4, azimut 350. Vale. Ay, qué lindo. Lo sentí el besito. Acá, acá. No acá. Acá lo sentí.
Got him.
¿Eh? Ah, es la libélula, ¿no? La...
The Andromod with Crowder is also on its way to the site. You'll need shortly.
The land is already descending.
¿Por qué tengo el presentimiento que se va a estrellar?
I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry.
Wow, estoy retenso, boludo.
I need to carry Koval straight to the lander.
Sí, ya sé, pero quiero ir por acá. Vale, súper lineal. O sea, no me deja ni moverme, ni moverme o... ¿Cómo se llama esto? Desviarme, no me sale la palabra.
What could have led to all this? Krauter?
Desviarme 2 metros.
No Koval. An unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a...
Dale, Anto, muchas gracias. Seguramente últimamente estoy haciendo streams de 6 horitas o así. Que aproveche, Rico. Gracias por la compañía, reina. Uy. Por cierto, Anto me dice Axel porque es disléxica.
mistake.
Por eso. Que nadie les... Si me dice Axel es por eso. Soy yo, Axel. ¿Hay otro astrobot acá? Y disfrute las vacaciones, por si las dudas. ¿Hasta acá llegó tan rápido el robot? Ah, lo ayudó a este. Pero no entiendo cómo fue que hizo.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
I'll go back for Marit's body first. Take her to the lander.
But Yasna, Dr. Marit is already gone. What if we also lose Gorski?
I've made up my mind, Astrogator. I can't leave her.
Dale,
like
dale.
this.
Vale, vamos a buscar el cadáver de coso. Dale, Rey. No te compres el juego. No te lo compres. O sea, sí, cómpratelo. A mí me dieron el juego. O sea, no te puedo decir que no compres el juego cuando a mí me lo dieron. Quedaría feo. ¿Qué tipo de persona promocionaría un juego el cual le dieron si te digo no te compres el juego? Cómpratelo. Me está gustando mucho. Está guay. O sea, todo lo que es a nivel historia, ¿no? Me tiene bastante atrapadito. Son los juegos, el tipo de historia que me suelen molar.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Y ahora te imaginas que hace un... y se despierta.
Yasna, come in. How are you feeling?
How do you think, sir? I'm managing. Somehow.
Forgive me, but I need to know if you're ready to continue your mission.
Ready? Well,
Tengo que estarlo.
I don't think we have much choice in the matter. There's only one way forward.
Con el mayor de los respetos, ¿no? Antes estábamos mirando los awards, los juegos nominados y demás, sonido. ¿Me vas a decir que este juego, el sonido que tiene, no debería estar nominado?
Stuff. The sternest. Many of us relied on her. I did.
Did you know that headquarters offered her a promotion? She would have been the first female astrogator in the history of the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
Doesn't matter anymore, really.
Not entirely. Merit will be awarded posthumously.
I'm taking you at your word, Astrogator. This could pave the way for others. And that's what she would have cared about the most.
No doubt about it.
Increíble. Me encanta. De poco sirve que le pongas el cinturón, total ya está muerta, así que...
Please take good care of her.
Of course. Dr. Gorski's next. Let's hope he got out of danger in time.
It would be good to know what kind of danger we're talking about.
Sí, arrastra al doctor Gorski. Vale, sería irme por atrás. Sería por allá. Buah. Banderita. Habemos bandera.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down?
Vale, hop. Todavía nada.
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what.
¿Cómo que?
Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? Ah, you're talking about the teleprobe.
Yes.
Ahí está.
I located the probe. It's lying on the ground, inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason.
Tiene un estilo Fallout, ¿no?
Useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Hay momentos que lo veo muy Fallout, el diseño de algunas cosas.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again.
Vale.
Now go ahead.
Sí. El de registro.
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Ok.
Let's take a look.
Los peces.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
Es que los capeluchos son buenísimos.
Until the fourth day the comms failed.
Vale. Cuando capturan el pez.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
No reconozco nada.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Todo oscuro.
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead.
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all.
Pedime perdón, hijo de puta.
Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal.
00300. Acá era 0. Ya no sé qué tengo que mirar.
It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks.
Una sombra, la sombra medio turbia.
Shadow.
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
En otra me dediqué a coleccionar todas las tartas. Yo siempre fui de coleccionar toda la ropa. O sea, en la partida más larga que tengo,
I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the
tenía toda la ropa ordenada en cajones distintos.
See. Is it working correctly?
Funciona bien, ¿no? Bueno, esa también.
Run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Sí.
A name for the teleprobe. All right, I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Boli, luna como orbita a mi alrededor. Abeja quizá. Nah, boli.
Please enter bull E. B A
Oh.
L dash E.
Yo me subí a robo al máximo y me dedicaba. Claro, no, yo robo nunca me subí.
And you'll have a flying...
Y me hice lo de las servos. Pero hubo un momento que... Ahí fue cuando dejé de jugar en una. Porque me empezaron a robar las servoarmadoras en Sanctuary. Era cuando no sabía que había... No, viste que había que sacarle el núcleo. Y entonces en el momento que me empezaron a robar fue como me caigo y me levanto. Entonces ahí me estaba haciendo toda una casa... un estilo museo, ¿no? Con electricidad y demás. Pero ahí fue un poco cuando... Fue uno de mis grandes dropeos. Ahí fue uno de mis grandes dropeos. ¿Podemos ir por acá? Sí. Aparte también tengo que admitir que me daba mucha pereza ponerme a investigar.
There's metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation area. The rest is underground.
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Me daba mucha pereza ponerme a investigar, viste cómo se usaba la electricidad y demás. No sé, a mí era como, boludo, era mi servoarmadura. Estoy en Santuario, es mi servoarmadura. Te la estoy robando de algo que vos me robaste y entonces de golpe tengo a toda la gente en contra mío. Y era como la puta madre.
I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
Claro, a mí me mató esa parte. Vale.
He followed the branch to the right.
Vale, o sea que tengo que ir por acá, ¿no? Sí. Está bien. No, esto no. No. Y lo del límite, eso a mí me mató. A mí lo del límite me mataba. Pero bueno. A ver. De momento no lo voy a tocar. Está ahí. A ver si este año ya sacan la actualización de Next Gen. Lo jugamos. Si no, no. Pero lo quiero terminar en directo. Lo tengo re pendiente.
The probe detected something.
Vale. Era actualizado.
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits a description.
Enorme muestra vertical sobresale a través de la superficie.
Done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason, even in the first stage procedure.
Ah, no llega a hablarla así. Vale. ¿Y ahora? Tanque de agua, estructura subterránea. O sea, me imagino que tengo que seguir, ¿no? Es una cosa muy rara esto. ¿Por qué no me sigue el bicho este? ¿Me habrá quedado alguna interacción?
Hi, Bully.
Tanque.
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point, and I have a matching object here.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points, or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
The battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Parece que seguimos. Estamos siguiendo como esta baliza, ¿no? La parte de abajo. Metal. Hay algo rojo. Huella de zapatos.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I think we have the fourth point.
Me perdí diálogo ahí. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Lava? Qué guay. Entonces, ¿todo esto es roca volcánica? Y sigue por acá. Estructura
The
enorme.
structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
Sé que es por el otro lado, pero tengo curiosidad. ¿Qué sería por acá ahora? Ah, mira, ahí está.
I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag. I think I'll catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb.
Visible desde el punto 4. Vale, por acá entiendo que no es. Creo que tengo que seguir yendo para el otro lado, ¿no? No, por acá no es. De repente esta zona me hace acordar a Tears of the Kingdom en la zona volcánica de los Goron. No sé por qué me vino ahí a la mente.
Whoa, hey. Easy there.
Vale. Creo que es la primera vez que juego a un Walking Simulator o algo por el estilo. La cabeza me sigue dando mal de rollo. Hola, Burry, bienvenido. Oh. Qué raro que Burry no dice bienvenido, Burry Sol. ¿Estás bien? ¿Qué tal estás, Burry? Ahora sí. Ahora me gusta más. Ahora es el Burry que conozco.
3, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me.
¿Eh?
Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
But when it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way.
Vale.
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours.
¿Cuántas lunas hay, boludo? Bueno, en realidad esta es una luna, ¿no? Regis 3 sería ese, ¿no? ¿O es el otro? Ya me hago un quilombo.
You don't fly for this long.
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Es cuestión de tiempo.
For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us. But not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Quizá algún día discusión.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
¿Qué tanto más puede estar? Sí, yo tengo que admitir que este juego me viene bien. Me gusta la inmersión del juego también, por eso estoy callado. Y lo del chat, no sé, como nunca miro cuántos somos, no lo quiero saber tampoco ni demás. También entiendo que yo como streamer, director de la batuta, si estoy muy callado, también el resto está callado, ¿no? Va casi todo de la mano. Che, mira ahí qué pasa. Está como subiendo, ¿qué es eso?
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
Sí.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Ni puta idea. ¿Qué será? ¿Un sistema de defensa? No. Reunir energía. No tiene pinta. Pero sí es verdad que se están como... van dirigiendo a algún lado. Vamos a poner un sistema colonial.
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals in a purely visual category because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
Vale. No me queda nada, ¿no? Sí, no, y aparte es eso. Yo la verdad que me sentí... Me siento denso y como que no estoy más tan charlatán como otros días. Pero me apetecía streamear y me apetecía jugar este juego. Y justo este juego también tiene el mood correcto, ¿no? Para estar más... como más relajado. Y la verdad que me tiene bastante absorto la historia, ¿no?
Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
You may lose another crew member.
If you think so. Turn back now.
No, I won't. I can't leave him. It's just... I'm concerned.
It's understandable. Fool.
Qué guay cómo se ve. Que se ve de puta madre el juego.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Otra elipsis narrativa, ¿nos comemos? Estamos bajando ahora, ¿no? Entiendo que es cuando vinimos la primera vez. Sí, es que la verdad tengo un miércoles re lunes hoy.
Roger that.
A ver si esta semana me pongo las pilas. Quiero empezar el Baldur's Gate, loco. Tengo muchas ganas de empezar el primer Baldur's Gate. Probarlo, por lo menos.
Copy. Entering final.
O sea,
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper
aterrizó bien.
Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece.
Entonces, ¿qué fue lo que hizo que no...?
Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
¿Qué es lo que pasó para que de golpe la mina se desmayase y no recordase nada?
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right.
¿Qué? Panel quemado.
I'm inside.
And? How is it?
No podrían haber vuelto aunque quisieran, solo nos queda un módulo de aterrizaje.
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Vale. No deberíamos estar aquí, nos lo
We've gotten out
apañaremos.
worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now,
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
this lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes. It worries me too.
Cibernético se referirá al Archie, ¿no? Aislamiento ennegrecido. Panel quemado. No me deja tener... No puedo interactuar con esto, ¿no? No. Pues bueno. Entonces ahora nos falta saber por qué fue que se desmayó. Esto parece algo. Pero no entiendo, o sea... No. ¿Qué pasó acá? Es previo esto, ¿no? Yo entiendo que sí. Pero ¿por qué el saltamontes ahora está? Acá tendría que ser cuando llegamos a lo de la aguja, a lo del perro.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Buah, qué...
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Qué increíble. Qué increíble, por favor. De momento me está gustando mucho la historia, la verdad. O sea, me tiene bastante atrapado. Quiero saber qué es lo que pasa, qué es lo que no. Me hace recordar a The Dig. Basura.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis III's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario.
Extinto, ecosistema extinto.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest.
Ahí se me fue la pinza que era la contestación.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doc.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing, we must be the most important to ourselves, and they must be the most important to themselves, whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, as to... This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that.
Digo, ¿qué carajo es lo que nos... Lo que pasó? Nada, eso a nivel historia me está atrapando mucho. No, a pesar que sos un solo personaje, que no interactúas casi con entorno, no tenés enemigos, no...
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic
¿Es por donde entramos?
inside some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
Y acá es donde se fue toda la mierda.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel.
Darkness. Qué ruido vacío. De todas maneras, no explica dónde es que estamos, porque era otro lugar totalmente distinto. No es en el lugar donde empezamos la aventura.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found it in time.
May I ask?
O sea, llegamos a tal punto que uno está vivo.
Quiet chamber. So that our family can say goodbye.
Thank you.
Please, don't thank me. It was the least I could do for her.
Guess I know where Gorska was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet?
Porque se volvió tonto igual que los otros.
Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into her brain?
Sí. No deberíamos husmear. Usemos el de Toma para acceder a sus recuerdos. Sí.
The more we know, the better chance we have to help others.
Es que en este caso sí, o sea, por muy amigo que sea.
To know that even in death, she was doing
O sea,
something.
si tienes la posibilidad de saber qué pasó.
Fine, I'll get the equipment ready.
O sea, si hay una posibilidad de ver tus recuerdos y eso ayuda a la gente, de puta madre. Se fue a la pija. Ay, la puta que te parió.
One sec.
Ay, la concha de
I'm
tu
at the end
madre.
of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight. No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
No good. I can't reach anything.
No, me parece que no.
Ideas.
Saltar.
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
Buah, yo no lo haría ni de coña.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground.
Yo me quebraría los dos pies.
That I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking if Gorski went down this way and didn't.
¿Y no te puedes colgar del bicho ese?
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right. So do
O
you
sea,
have
yo me
another-
colgaría de eso, o sea.
Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
No me puedo colgar de eso.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That
No.
I cannot guarantee.
Pero por lo menos te minora un poco el peso, hermana. Vamos a intentarlo.
All right. Let's give it a try.
Se va a hacer concha la sonda, pero bueno.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Except
Pues la verdad que sí.
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
Vamos. Todavía nada. También yo entiendo que no se le debe dar bien.
just a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent.
This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
you saying that
No, no. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Left or right?
Espacio libre, puente. Hay una bandera.
Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Are you receiving a signal?
Te hecho mierda.
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Nada, esto, trepar y bajar. Habría que considerar también que si tiene un traje, lleva peso extra. Por ahí por eso le cuesta también.
Have you chosen where to go?
No, pues pensé que me ibas a decir algo.
Still wondering.
There's no time to hesitate, Doctor. We need to take decisive action.
The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters. Even 150.
And all made of this metal.
To a significant degree.
Tampoco tengo muchas opciones.
All right.
O sea,
I'll squeeze through the passage.
no tengo muchas opciones para ir por otro lado.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauser, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours.
Claro. O sea, que generaba daño cerebral, ¿no?
In that area. Ah, I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually after all.
I can see direct. I had to bring it to you.
No problem, I'm on it.
First, let's find a place where I can land it. Otherwise, you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
No. Acá.
There. I found the right place.
All right, then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Dale, no te preocupes, Noche. Gracias por la compañía, Rey. Que aproveche.
Let's see. Please rotate the probe 180 degrees.
Perfecto. 10 metros hacia adelante. Tiene que girar un poco, creo, ¿no? 15 grados.
Turn 50 15 degrees to the right and 5 meters forward. 2 more meters to the right. Uh, 2 meters forward.
Vale.
Land.
Land. Vale. Vale.
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep, wherever I look, there's metal. Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know, I know. You're welcome, Bully.
Vale. Y ahora podemos seguir, entiendo, ¿no?
It's a bit like Pando.
¿Qué es Pando?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Estoy al lado de la bandera ya.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Come in. No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording. Bugger. No confirmation again.
Está el cuerpo,
Made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures
¿no?
that a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and
Ah, no.
slats.
Son sus cosas.
But not only molybdenum, carbon, tungsten, altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. Such damage could be caused by a local meteorological phenomenon. A severe thunderstorm with litho and electrometeors.
So, the weather is to blame for all of it.
Well, I can't think of a better explanation at the moment.
Maybe let's go back to the recording. It makes me think of the Lyrans. A race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ash to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings. Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise.
Pasos, manos.
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man, nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork.
Ay, la concha bien puta de tu tía.
Consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
Lo odio.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
Sí, no importa, pero quiero
More
esto.
traces, this time handprints, and a
Como
drop
que se
detector.
cayó.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir. You heard me right.
Que parece como se tiró, se cayó acá y se le cayó esto. Pero es un pie acá.
Luckily, nothing like that.
Oh, está cerca. Ah, no, ese era este, la concha de tu madre.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
Su traje podría haberse dañado. Gorski ha perdido la cabeza. Es más de lo mismo.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Wow.
Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
Vale. ¿Puedo subir por acá? No, no. No. Uy, ya tenemos señal de él.
Finally! I have his position. Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah.
Mochila.
I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Almost there.
Acá está.
Oh, there he is. Got him. He's not moving.
No, respira. Ah, sí, respira.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No sé ni qué es hipoxia ni parece inconsciente.
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out.
¿Hay una manera de compartir oxígeno o algo?
I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The boat will guide you.
Okay, I'll carry
O sea, el
him.
oxígeno da igual, tú todavía respira.
His parameters don't look too good.
That's why we must hurry, Doctor.
O sea, nos da igual lo del oxígeno, habíamos dicho lo de un par de horas.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal.
Se va a ir toda la mierda, ¿no? Me imagino. Me tiene toda la pinta que algo va a pasar.
There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range.
Era obvio.
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No, no!
Ah, al carajo.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying!
Uy, pero ahora el doctor... el otro... a puto entonces.
What was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm.
Otra vez se fue toda la mierda.
Just keep it together.
Llega hasta la
Heartbeat's
superficie.
racing. The saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least.
No me queda otra, venir por acá entonces.
Deposit of water, probably unsafe for consumption. And well, shit. Meteoric waters. Too deep.
Condiciones del terreno.
Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flight. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me.
No sabía que eran así las bengalas esas. Pensé que era más de...
Okay. Careful.
Con cuidado y se fue toda la mierda otra vez. Sin esperanza, no es posible.
Fucking great.
Cima profunda, paso estrecho.
I can't. I just. Can't.
Dios, qué puto agobio, macho.
That's my considered opinion. Fucked.
Qué agobio.
Novik?
¿Qué estaba en plan así? En plan, me cago en su puta madre.
Oh, there's hope. I can't be too far underground. I need to act fast.
Vale.
I hear you. But
Sí, pero no te
don't.
escucho. ¿Te
Apparently.
puedes mover?
Bollocks.
Quinto día.
I think I preferred it the other way round.
Estábamos en el día 3, ¿no?
Okay. Okay, I'm coming to you, Astrogator.
Qué puto agobio. Hola, Pixel. ¿Qué compraste, Pixel? Buna, ¿qué es Buna? No, pero estoy preguntando qué compraste. Ya sé que no lo compraste. Confiaba en tu palabra. Ah, vale.
Astrogator? Still nothing. I used to find all the reporting annoying. But the silence is even worse. Dark thoughts creep in.
Es que...
Dr. Gorski may already be dead.
Sí, es que debería estar muerto ya.
Something attacked me. And it could have got to him too.
Pero no se llega a ver qué coño fue.
And we'll come back for him. Unless I die here. I think it's his way. I can't stop. Did you really say that? I think I'm starting to freak out.
Se fue a la mierda.
I've had enough. Just enough. Okay, forward.
Hola, sirenita.
Faster. We're racing against time, Yasna. We're fighting for our lives. Enough of this nonsense.
Todavía no comí, así que no es buenas tardes.
Can't keep fighting.
Acá siempre está la pelotudez esa. Buenas tardes en el momento de que comas. Me estoy volviendo loca por su culpa. Ya sabe cómo es. Podría cacharse un
With
poco.
all due respect, Novik, but could you finally shut up? Thanks. You know, I did what I could, but it still wasn't enough. I have the right to finally give up.
No quiero rendirme.
Not yet.
No quiero rendirme, pero que no me rompan los huevos.
I'll give up. I'll just take a breather.
2 days, 48 hours.
Huh? What?
That's how long I can wait before I have to fly away.
Ah,
Could also break all the rules. Moral and procedural. Leave Culver and Crouches as set up here. One life above the other.
most likely condemn us all. Nevertheless, I'm inclined to do so.
Of course you wouldn't let me die in peace.
¿Qué tal, Sirenita? ¿Qué tal el día? ¿Qué tal has dormido? ¿Qué tal has amanecido? Puedo
I
hacerlo.
can handle.
Igual yo te digo, en una situación así, tengo momentos de desesperación, de supervivencia. Pero no sé. O sea, de golpe te ves en un planeta solo, sola, en este caso, totalmente, no tenés a nadie.
I did it. I did it, Astrogator.
Me alegro.
Too bad you can't hear me.
Y le dijiste que te calles, boluda. ¿Esqueleto? ¿Esqueleto?
Finally, my eyes. Bones of some prehistoric reptile. And coal deposits, I assume. Finally, we have proof. There was life on the surface of Regis III. Millions of years ago. But for some reason now there's nothing. Not even bacteria or viruses. I'm starting to suspect that someone or something forces life into the water. Perhaps preventing it from moving ashore. If so, I think it's still happening today. The question is, have I encountered this
Qué guay.
thing already?
Quiero ver yo si puedo hacer viernes. No-
You never seem to get tired, Novik.
Quiero empezar a hacer VR. Tengo que configurar el PC. ¿Por qué no se puede?
I hear you more and more. Does that mean I'm close?
¿Esto por dónde? Yo vi en Sirenita ayer, la verdad que me quedé con ganas de abrir. Estoy bastante... Sí, te pregunté, me acuerdo. Ayer estaba medio malito de la panza otra vez, por eso no abrí. Pero bien, después estoy bien. Sí, porfa, poneme en contacto. Ya pasó el tiempo suficiente donde me podría poner en contacto con él. Acá, más esqueletos.
Even more fossils.
Quiero configurarlo porque ya sería todo con las VR.
Outcomes.
Y no sería con los dos, sino con un solo PC.
Know about this discovery if I'm stuck here.
Y hay muchos juegos que me gustaría jugar.
HQ sends another expedition.
Así como hicimos el lunes con música.
Along with mine.
Hacer, viste, con Beat Saber, un Moss, por ejemplo, el juego este de ratoncito, me encantaría jugarlo en realidad virtual. Tengo juegos de Star Wars que compré que nunca más los jugué. Que pueden molar mucho. Perfecto, gracias.
Novik. Do I really hear you? Or is my mind playing tricks on me?
Quiero salir de acá, me estoy agobiando.
Me too.
Me agobio.
What if something's waiting out there for me? Something that caused my fall? No. Don't hesitate. I will die if I stay here.
Pero vos, por ejemplo, tenés el cable Link, el que es USB a USB-C. Porque, por ejemplo, ahí te mejora muchísimo la calidad, tengo entendido.
A way out. Astrogator.
Sí,
Close.
está el...
Damn it.
tengo uno, después lo tengo que ver si ahora lo mejoraron. No,
I'm coming.
se va. Vamos.
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Finally! Yasna! You can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I've heard you all the way.
Yasna, are you saying what? Are you there? Do you copy?
What?
What kind of deadly shit is this?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
There's something here. It looks like a
Por eso los peces le tenían miedo a la máquina.
And now it's marching on these kind of crab legs.
You must evacuate immediately.
Actually, I recognize this noise. It's a damn thing that dropped me underground.
It's very likely. I even have a suspicion of what exactly we're dealing with. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match the description. Walking antimatter cannon.
Me quedé bugueado.
Fuck.
Yes, indeed. Any progress? Do you still have a visual on the object?
Pará, necesito cargar. Tengo que cargar porque me quedé bugueadísimo ahí. Buah, está de puta madre, te digo. Uy, claro, como no... Como llevamos 2 horas y media jugando, no me vi los cómics, pero están todo con cómic.
I'm getting your SOS. Receiving your vitals.
Sí, estoy aquí.
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
No sé, tengo que ver a ver cómo se streamea desde un solo PC. Más que nada porque el problema que tengo es con el micrófono. Y creo que con las VR puedo usar el micro de las VR directamente. Entonces puede estar bastante bien y para que se escuche mejor y no andar con cascos. Ni que si los tengo que usar también me queda más cómodo también.
I don't
Are you there? Do you copy?
Pero tengo ganas, la verdad.
What kind of deadly shit is this?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
There's something here.
Sí, yo también me los miré.
Machine.
Pero bueno, si no, las propias Oculus creo que tienen micro y lo puedo captar con OBS. Entonces ya con eso estoy happy.
You must evacuate immediately.
Actually, I recognize this noise.
Para usarlo una vez cada tanto soy feliz.
Something that dropped me underground. I think it's moving away from me.
Excellent. Don't stop yet, though. The greater the distance between you and this machine, the better.
How is it possible that the Alliance machine got here before us?
I'd like to know myself. If our intel's incorrect and Invincible already landed on Regis III, they'd have a huge advantage over us.
I can see a passage.
Hola, Jaffi, muchísimas gracias por la radio. Bienvenidos, chicos. Uy, se escucha re bajito. Estoy configurando alertas nuevas y no escucho una mierda. Hola, Jaffi, muchísimas gracias por la radio. Bienvenidos, chicos. Mi nombre es Alex y estamos con The Invincible. Jueguito que salió hace un par de semanitas. ¿Con qué estaba, Jaffi? Es juego modo historia absoluto. O sea, no es diría que no me estoy enterando de nada, pero está como un momento emocionante, interesante. Está locuelo. Hoy estuvimos jugando al Fur Squadron, ahora estamos con The Invincible, estamos con Dark Souls 2, estamos con No Hit de Dark Souls 1, estamos en varieté absoluta. ¿Qué tal está, Jaffi? Ay, me pica la espalda. Me tengo que subir el volumen de las cosas, creo. Estaba re bajito. Muchísimas gracias, Jaffi, por la red. Se agradece mucho.
Inviting. Anyway,
If our intel's incorrect and Invincible already...
Una concha bien puta de Toma. No me suena.
I'm still here. I have to.
Te vi el otro día con el Don't Scream.
I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me.
Sí, ¿en serio?
Parameters, pulse, situation. Please confirm you're there.
I'm okay. Though I don't know why.
Are you able to go on?
I think so.
Qué
Please,
puta locura de juego.
wait a minute. I guess it's busted for good. I found a box. Also a switch.
No, no lo conozco. Es Seur. Ni puta idea. De terror, me imagino que es, ¿no? Vale. Ok. Son los registros de la máquina.
You guessed right, sir. The Alliance is indeed already on the
Ah, no.
planet.
Vale.
They even managed to set up a field base.
How could headquarters have got it so wrong? According to intelligence, the Invincible was not due to arrive for another 14 days.
Ahora mira.
I guess we should ask them back home.
Buena compra, Pix. ¿Lo vas a streamear o lo vas a disfrutar de chill? Después lo buscaré si es un survival. ¿Qué cojones?
That's me. Wow. It really did almost flatten me. Probe. It distracted the antimans.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
Guay, guay. Vale.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
I don't believe in such coincidences, Astrogator.
Y ahí es donde se murió directamente la... O sea, se murió, se rompió. Después lo buscaré entonces, ya de survival me suelen gustar.
Not much left of it.
The probe was broadcasting a while ago, so maybe we can save its call.
Pixel hace campaña para que todo el mundo le regale el Alan Wake.
Probe. I haven't been alone.
I'm sorry, Yasna.
Totalmente.
It can still be rebuilt. Anyway, you're not entirely alone.
No need to cheer me up. I'm not crying after a machine. It was a good companion, but we've been through far more serious losses. Somehow I had to pull myself together then, and I will now.
It doesn't mean you're not allowed to be sad, even for a moment, Yasna.
I can't. Not on this mission. If I fall apart now, I won't be able to pull myself back together.
Buah, tiene que estar guapo ese. A ver qué tal es el cambio de coso y demás.
Okay. It cooled down.
Are you talking about the probe call?
Well, they say in order to win over a person, you have to still their heart. But the key is to get their brain.
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly overused, yes.
Entiendo que tenemos que ir por acá, ¿no?
Time to get out of here.
Oh, not good. Somebody's gonna get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Joder.
Now of all
Está
times.
cagada por los pájaros la mina esta.
But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute. Do you have any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hard to call them specific. We need to learn more.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to save Gorski.
Está vivo, porque está hecho
I
mierda.
know what your silence means.
Hola, Luquita.
I'm really sorry.
Va, ya se murió.
His readings.
No. You don't have to finish. I understand.
You did what you could.
No. I did what I thought was right.
Come on, Doctor. He didn't die due to lack of oxygen. He bled out, likely from the fall.
Enough! I've heard enough. By the way, how long have we been out?
The longest 20 minutes of my life, give or take.
I heard you. Oh, damn it.
Venga.
This time's getting worse. This time we were cut off the other way. In one place in particular, I had a pretty clear transmission.
I'm listening.
Yeah. You said that you would break the rules for me.
That moment.
So I heard right.
¿Qué onda? Seguimos con este que empezamos hoy, Luca.
Do with the Yasna.
Está interesante a nivel historita.
I would definitely send army for you. But would I go alone? I don't know. I hate to admit it, but in my current condition, I would be more of a burden than a help on the ground.
Astromóvil de la Alianza.
Astragator. I found their vehicle.
A transporter?
No. A rover. There isn't a living soul.
Joder. ¿Por qué no hay un alma?
Are you sure? Please take a look around.
It's clear. But no one's coming out at me. I'm all alone.
Is that disappointment I hear? Anyway.
In the current situation, I'd really like to see another person. Even a hostile one.
That might not end well for you.
And what? I could have helped him after all.
What are you talking about?
I could have left him that fucking tank. Another one was just around the corner. What a
Qué
cruel
putada.
joke.
Podría haberlo salvado al otro.
But no way of knowing. Besides, you harm yourself when you live.
Please, just stop. I know what I did. And I know what the consequences are. There's no one inside either. The equipment looks undamaged, though.
Entrar. Hola, amore.
The engine started.
Then what are you waiting for? Leave
Sí,
this
porfa.
cursed place.
De Invincible. Luca. Márchate de la ciudad. Oh, podemos acelerar. Oh, nice. Estoy en marcha.
I'm going. Please talk to me. Maybe that will calm me down.
Es un jueguito que había salido hace una semanita o así.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. Yeah, the vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
Look, I know I asked you to talk to me, but I don't need a lecture in physics right now.
Then what?
Some peace and quiet would actually be better.
Understood. I'll be quiet from now on.
No me doy cuenta si el Novik este es el que era. El que andaba con la muleta. ¡Yu! Mira, así como vibraba un montón antes, ahora no vibra nada. Por aquí. ¿Qué comiste de noche? Qué rico. Y yo que llevo comiendo arroz 3 días seguidos. Dale, Jaffi, disfrute del telecurro. Que sea lo más leve posible. Que sea lo más leve posible. Y gracias otra vez por la red. Aquí está un paso.
Damn it! I'm having trouble. I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided.
Vale.
I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Igual estaba con otra cosa hoy.
Emmett 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bigger. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
Sí, qué chulo. Tengo que buscar una caja negra, ¿no?
Don't know if this can help, but the Alliance labels black boxes as date.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? You must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
What's that? You need to think.
Sí, tranqui.
Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
Un enchufe, una toma. No, de momento encontramos al otro tripulante de la tripulación y ya se estaba quedando sin oxígeno. Lo quisimos salvar y de golpe escuchamos un ruido y nos caímos en unas estructuras dentro, a una zona profunda donde descubrimos que resulta que en este lugar había vida, hubo vida de reptiles en la antigüedad. Y resulta que los enemigos estos de la alianza que hablaban, que ya estaban ahí en el planeta. Entonces nos atacó como una bola gigante y así perdimos a la bolita que nos acompañaba, a
I
Boli.
have something like that.
Then you can connect to the protocol.
Nada, arroz, estoy a base de arroz.
Won't work. These
No,
implants
son
are not
humanos.
compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans.
Vale. No, lucando con arroz, ando fatal. O sea, fatal. Me siento bien, pero no quiero que me caiga mal. Oh, le ponen el coso de Volby.
Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
Me encanta el arroz.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides.
Most probably. No one is transmitting from the base. On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference.
No, arroz blanco con mantequilla. Siempre arroz blanco con mantequilla, me flipa.
You lie down.
Y queso rallado.
The storm's rage.
No sé si conseguiré dormir.
Best to sleep through the night. Did you fall asleep?
It may not be that simple. I'm
Gracias,
too
Rick.
tired to sleep.
I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Sí, callándose. Creo que sabe más de la alianza de lo que aparenta.
Maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis III.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should never say as a commander. I have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. Know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. Since we lost contact with the camp, I've had the feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
¿Usted por qué se convirtió en astronauta?
You became an astronaut.
There are two
Me está gustando mucho. Por ahí es mucho texto.
and personal lie.
Pero me gusta bastante.
The truth I don't.
Creo que es por la ambientación también.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all want to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what is undiscovered. I remember childhood memories when we first heard about that brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that, but my reason, an honest reason, not a nice sounding memory that never happened. I've never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I...
Y se durmió.
Not good.
Dale, boludo.
Oh, wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is
Nada.
a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
Vale.
What's the point?
Para que no nos escuchen, ¿no?
As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Bally? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is...
El tercer canal sería, ¿no? Son tres. Son tres luces.
Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first three digits of the cipher are...
3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 7.
The next is...
2, 1, 4.
Yasna,
I'm here.
well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine.
Márchate de la ciudad. Vale. Acá me jode un poco que sea el acelerador con RB, por ejemplo. Tiene un grano, me acabo de rascar, me dolió como su puta madre. Acá sí que me hubiera gustado más un RT y un LT.
I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. As in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you examined Merritt's body yet?
I wired her brain to a grave tapper, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I meant. Have you watched the memory recording?
Yes, but they didn't say anything because the picture is ambiguous. To put it mildly, a lot of black dots. The graininess of the image is extremely bad. All right, I've got it.
Está de puta madre.
25. Let's say AZ 2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you?
Totalmente.
Yes,
Deje ahora sí.
I wasn't keen on this mission from the start. We were supposed to return a long time ago. And that's what I want. I want all of us to return home, dead or alive.
Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
Lo que sí es un juego aparte, o es el mismo juego que tiene la aplicación de VR, como pasa con el Phasmo. Porque por ahí teniéndolo en Game Pass ya puedo, ¿no? Por eso pregunto. O sea, por ahí es uno distinto. Camino a la zona de aterrizaje. No, vamos a la zona de aterrizaje. No entiendo por qué querría ir a la zona de alianza. O sea, desde Game Pass lo podría jugar, por ejemplo. No. A eso voy. Vale. Entonces es como un juego aparte. Es el mismo juego, pero es un juego aparte. Es como pasa con el Cooking Simulator. Cooking Simulator pasa igual. Te fue toda la pija.
What's happening?
I've lost control of the lander. Do you see it?
Just a sec. I have to get off. It hasn't yet pierced the cloud cover.
Ahí viene.
There it is. Oh no. Flying too fast. It's going to shatter.
Yasna, status. What's the lander's condition?
I don't know. All I see is a thick plume of
Dale, que aproveche el pincel.
Considering the speed it hit the ground at, I
don't understand how it happened. I checked it thoroughly. It's fully functional. Couldn't have been an accident. I don't believe it.
I'm gonna check what's left of it.
Entonces tiene que ser un sabotaje. Pues nada, me tengo que ir al campamento de la alianza, sí o sí. Piezas de un motor, puerta destrozada.
Fuck! Damn it! It's
¿Cómo vuelvo? No pienso volver. Voy a morir aquí. Oh, qué buena. Muy guay, muy guay. Muy, muy guay.
And for what? I saved no one. No one.
Yasna, snap out of it. That's an order. We can't give up just yet. We'll find a way to get you out of there, even if it's the last thing I do.
It's all about those damned orders with you. I don't give a shit about your orders, sir. Can you hear me, Novik? I don't give a shit.
Ala, me quedé.
Did it help?
Yes.
Bit.
Es que eso siempre relaja, mandar a la mierda a alguien. Y quien diga que no es que nunca mandó a la mierda a alguien. Pero no sé dónde están los restos de robot. Ahí está. No lo veía.
Something's left of Artie.
Ah, good. So there's a chance we can extract key information from it.
Somehow it still looks active.
Ask him what happened to the lander.
Ask. He doesn't speak.
But he gives yes or no signals. Give him the analysis command. Formulate questions in such a way so that he can confirm or deny.
RT question analysis command. Did the lander fly into a storm? There's an error.
Well, apparently he can't give a definitive answer.
Something like a storm. A shade? Cloud. He confirmed.
Vale.
What does it tell us?
I don't know yet.
Damn. We shorted out. So, what now?
Then you must go to the Alliance camp. I wanted to avoid it at all costs, but we have no choice. This is your only chance.
It's all their fault. It must have been them from the very beginning. I have no doubts now.
Neither do I. However, they might be willing to negotiate if you voluntarily place yourself in their hands.
Hola. ¿Hay alguien en el juego? ¿Juego? Un poco más tarde.
Approaching their coordinates. Yasna,
Yes?
the Alliance is really behind all this. They might expect visitors. You should try to find out if they're planning anything for your arrival. First, observe them from a distance. And only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. You must understand that I have no other choice. I'm not going to the enemy's camp on a mere whim.
I know, Doctor, I know.
Uy.
I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, run to a
Mima, los tirones me están pegando.
The observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that. Hey! What was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
The base is in front of me.
Yasna, I'm not...
Some object is flying over their base.
Can
¿Qué
you tell me
objeto
more?
es?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette. And it looks like a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
Sí.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
It's a field base, multi-module, for about several dozen people. Rather well equipped.
Uf, la zona está abierta, va fatal. Voy a tener que bajar calidad.
There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great.
¿Qué coño es eso? Dale, Luquita, que aprovecha, Rey.
They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about...
I've seen enough. Can I go on? The longer I put it off, the more nervous I get.
All right. I'll no longer stop you.
A mí me gustaría que sea con RT porque creo que sería más táctil, ¿no? Yo voy a bajarle las calidades. Bueno, me está yendo fatal. A ver, lleva todo el día con todo en épico, ¿no? Pero vamos a bajarle a 60 por si las dudas.
We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Won't be easy to gain their trust. Things can go wrong, even if you can prove that you came to them of your own free will. If there's an escalation, remember one thing. I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen.
Astrogator, you're forgetting that I want to talk to them. As one human to another, not as enemies.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
Acá me faltó vibración. Uf, qué tironazos quedó.
How odd.
No hay nadie.
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm going.
Qué cagada que cuando bajás perdés la cosa. Pará, pues si veo que es lo mismo. Vamos a subir otra vez los gráficos, lo pongo en épico. Nos vamos por culo. Lo dejo solamente con 60 y ya está. Porque estable se mantiene. No hay nadie.
I'm going in. Clear. Now?
No hay ni cadáveres.
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah?
Che.
The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry.
Vale, investiga. Ah, vale, me sale con este. No. Vale. Este ya está. Base de campo 2.
Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit.
Vale, están en Research Area 5.
On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected
Nah.
a signal?
Let's not get paranoid, Astrogator. I think they had something else in mind. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. And maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base.
Hola Javi, bienvenido. Vale, ya eso ya lo sé, ¿no? Vale, a ver si. ¿Qué tal está Javi? ¿Qué tal el finde? ¿Qué tal la semanita? Finde, ¿por qué sigo con lo del finde?
Control station. Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which.
Claro que no sabemos cuáles.
Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach. Or they took it.
Vamos con esta, a ver qué onda.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away.
Vale. ¿A qué estuviste jugando, Rey? Vale.
One is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
Correct.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it. I landed the probe. Gonna check it in a spare moment.
Sea así nomás. Vale, tenemos la 3. Ah, es esa, ya está. O puedo seguir. A ver la 4. No, ¿cómo que se te bugueó? Qué putada. El Vice City lo terminamos hace poquito. Cómo me gusta ese juego. Lástima que la edición... ¿Qué edición jugaste de Vice City? Sí, me parece voy a terminar... Voy a ir cortando con este porque me está... Como que ya tuve bastante. Vale. ¿Puedo salir? No me queda muy claro todavía ese es el movimiento. El Little Nightmare me queda pendiente del segundo. Le tengo ganitas. No lo jugué todavía. Vamos a agarrarlo de la sonda.
I guess it's a biolab.
Oh.
The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance. I found similar remains underground, right after finding
Vale.
Polsky.
Pero empecé entonces, ¿no?
Not sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis III.
Estaban estudiando también los peces.
Opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean.
Qué guay.
They found the same species of fish.
Did they confirm
Igual,
similarity to those
no
on
sé.
Earth?
Yes, lots of similarities. Apart from one, I've never seen anything like this.
¿Qué
They
tienen?
discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. That's why those fish were swimming away from our probe.
In
Vale.
other words, they've come across probes or something similar before. Something that threatened them.
Good guesser. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive.
Qué fumada, loco.
It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All
Y pues
living
estaba abierta la
organisms serve
ventana.
as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here.
Bueno.
No longer alive.
Bueno, ese sí. O eso parece.
I could spend all day here if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
Still, nothing. It looks like a geology lab.
Oh, mira. Un laboratorio de Crespi.
They conducted a soil survey 500 meters deep.
Oh, that's a big piece of history. so
Acá
to
hubo
speak.
mano a mano y acá alguien como si se hubiera caído.
Millions of years ago, life was abundant on the planet.
Sí, de pedrología.
Our assumptions.
Yeah. Subdelta 92 class planets have very favorable conditions for the development of a biosphere.
So what happened? Did they draw any conclusions?
According to them, the extinction of life was caused by a supernova explosion.
The ground activity does not indicate.
It happened long ago. Longer than we anticipated. They've dated this event to 10 million years ago.
Only this one? The supposed end of Lyran's civilization.
Well, that's never been proven. There was practically no trace of them.
All right. What happened after?
Vale.
Life was slowly recovering, but never returned to the pre-supernova peak.
Not enough time?
No. At first it developed quickly, but then slowed down and declined.
Because another disaster?
Igual ahí te meten un match live.
Astrogator, the change in the biosphere development curve coincides with the occurrence of ferruginous clays.
This whole metal contraption. Do I understand correctly?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with it, though. Metals are really not that dangerous. The radioactive deposits marked here are not a definitive obstacle for life either. The biosphere has the ability to perfectly adapt, develop defense mechanisms, and fight back effectively.
Well, unless the planet is hit by a supernova wave.
Yes. Such sudden events leave no time for adaptation. Even if we assume that these metals were lethal to organic life, that extinction shouldn't last forever. And yet, life never again developed beyond the waters.
Does this mean another dominator has appeared on the land? Or one that leaves no trace behind?
Therein lies the rub. The Alliance have conducted a great deal of research. That they haven't found a logical explanation for this phenomenon is, to put it mildly, disturbing. Clearly, we're dealing with something beyond our comprehension. And I mean human comprehension in general.
Mapa de
The range of
ocurrencias.
their ground measurements covers a much wider area. To my eye, it seems they use advanced sonar. What they dug up here stretches for tens of kilometers.
What do you mean? What's in the ground, Doctor?
Metal deposits. Those structures. We still don't know where they came from. In such a peculiar form. Unbelievable. Not only do we know nothing about their origin, but the arrangement of these deposits is sort of puzzling. A ring system with a distinct center. This base stands on the outer ring. The center of it is in... under the city. Huh. The one I escaped from.
So their presence there had nothing to do with us.
Looks
No.
like it.
Did they determine the entity's function? Origin? Anything?
Well, it's hard to say. There's nothing here about it. One of these diagrams shows a geological cross
Mi
section.
tiene un montón de cosas.
Suspected.
Esto.
It's all metal below the surface, of relatively thin layers of rock. But compared to the rest of the continent, the deposits in this region are significantly younger.
Es la sonda, ¿no? Mima, esos tirones que pegan. Mira, ¿está bugueado? ¿Está bugueado o es así?
First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information.
Quiero ver esto y cambiamos de juego. O sea, cambiamos de juego, no sé qué hacer. O sea, quiero como terminar un poquito esta zona, aunque sea. Es que recién, esto es de recién, entiendo.
Unfortunately, apart from my arrival, the probe didn't record much.
So it's been flying only recently.
I think so.
Alguien lo puso, ¿no? ¿De dónde sería comprar el nivel superior? Sería desde ahora. 3 y 20, sí, sería desde ahora. Vale. Pues vamos a dejar este por ahora. Me está gustando bastante. A modo historia está genial. O sea, tiene mucho mimito. Uno porque se pegó una buena sacada de horas. Porque la verdad que salir, entrar y ir viendo capítulo a capítulo molaría mucho. Tenemos por capítulo base de campo. Estamos en base de campo. Yo creo que en el próximo se podría llegar a terminar.